While San Francisco's rookie minicamp has just begun, there is one player that's really starting to intrigue me more so than the others, and he is Malik Mustafa, the safety from Wake Forest. In a similar way to Brown last year, Mustafa comes in looking the part of an NFL athlete. He's 5'10", weighing 210 pounds, but it's all muscle. He also shows off great instincts on the field, flowing sideline to sideline, and despite him only running his 40-yard dash in 4.54 seconds, he's faster than both Talanoa Hufanga and Jair Brown, so he can definitely have success in San Francisco's secondary. When you also throw in the fact Talanoa Hufanga is coming back from an ACL tear, Malik Mustafa may contribute more than many people expect. And while Mustafa is already turning heads during this minicamp period, I definitely think when pads come on, he's going to turn up his game to a new level, in a similar way Jair Brown did last year. I mean, when you turn on the tape, I don't think there was a better safety coming down from the secondary to help in run support. He does a great job in the alley and rarely gets juked out. What's also extremely intriguing to me is how he did it in a variety of ways at Wake Forest. He wasn't just necessarily at the safety position, but they lined him up all over the field, sometimes in like a linebacker type role, and even sometimes blitzing off the edge. So if you're San Francisco, you don't necessarily need to wait for an injury to put Malik Mustafa out there. Rather, I would love to see some 3 safety looks, even putting him in the box at times to help this run support, especially when you consider the fact that Dre Greenlaw was injured. Furthermore, I think this would be a pretty low risk way to develop your 4th round pick. And so far during rookie minicamp, I've been impressed with what I've seen out of Malik Mustafa. He looks extremely explosive, has the ability to flow sideline to sideline, and I think plays a little bit better than he tests. And it's not just what he's showing on San Francisco's practice field that really intrigues me, but what he's shown the last 2 years at Wake Forest. He had 138 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, and 5 passes broken up, as well as an interception. While I've already hinted how great Malik Mustafa is against the run thanks to his aggression and instincts, I do want to touch on how he does a great job of balancing this aggression with breaking down. Sometimes an aggressive player will just lunge at a guy and then miss the tackle. Malik Mustafa just doesn't miss. In combination with his tackling, he rarely takes poor angles, making him in play for more plays than not. And even though Mustafa isn't considered an elite ball hawk, he did have 3 interceptions across his career at Wake Forest, and I do think he does a good job in coverage, really disrupting passes. He really challenges a wide receiver at the catch point, and the instincts and aggression I love in his running game also carry over pretty nicely in his passing game, where he's quick to close on a wide receiver, as well as delivering some of the most brutal hits I've seen. And you just know this is a John Lynch pick. They've already had success with these old school safety types and guys like Jair Brown and Talanoa Hufanga. And in a similar way with Malik Mustafa, I expect him to be an absolute steal. And who knows, he might even be better than Hufanga or Brown. But ultimately, these are just some of my initial thoughts about Malik Mustafa, and I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton if you liked and subscribe, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.